I have to say, Dr. Edward C. Welcome, the good doctor. He is a YouTuber. He's big on Twitter and very big and bigger, I suspect, on YouTube. Interesting. Video meets radio. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing really well. What's up, Net Support Radio? This is exciting.
You're very kind. You have the most gorgeous voice, I have to say, which is really good. What brings you to BET this year?
So I am working with a company called NUITEQ. We build some software that is integrated into a lot of interactive displays. But this year at BET, I've been very focused on what is the technology that is going to teach the future skills that we need to get jobs.
That is a fantastic question. Do you know the answer to that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it comes from the straight up World Economic Forum data.
Okay.
You look at the world, right? By 2022, 75 million jobs are going to be lost to automation and digitization. And so my primary concern or purpose in life is really what can we do to ensure that we're building the critical skills that we need for success in the fourth industrial revolution. And if you think about the fourth industrial revolution, the focus is a lot on building entrepreneurship. And what does it take to build entrepreneurs? Well, you need those 6 C's, right? We used to have 4, so creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and communication skills. But now we live in a global world.
Yeah.
And citizenship, we need to think about global warming, those are important factors. And one more important thing that I don't think is emphasized enough is character, right? The 6C. Because really, it's that attitude.
Yeah.
Do we see other entrepreneurs that are also doing what we're doing? Or do we have a mindset that, I can't fail? And this is the big challenge I see just worldwide in terms of teaching, is that teachers are the expert in literally everything except for technology, except for any types of creative things where they could fail. And because they're so used to being the expert and not making any mistakes, their students think they need to be the same way as well. And so as a result, they don't try. They don't go out there, take the risk, be creative, fail, and then try again, which is the critical skill that we need in the fourth industrial revolution. I've worked in technology for over 10 years. I'm one of the primary inventors of the first multi-touch table product for education. And I used to think, man, I'm going to totally change education. I'm going to invent this awesome technology and people are going to change the way that they teach. And over 10 years, I've seen all these technologies come and go. MOOCs come and go.
Yeah.
OLPC come and go. And what took me that long to realize that it's not technology that changes people. It doesn't. People change people. And if I am not able to change the opinion of some teachers to convince at least a few of them, and that's all you need is just a few champions to convert an entire school, city, or an entire country. If I'm not able to convince a few, then they're not going to be able to convince others.
Interesting.
And it's an attitude, it's a cultural thing. And the biggest challenge I see is that so much technology is this thing that's done to teachers.
Yes.
It's like, new policy.
Absolutely.
As opposed to, this is something I'm doing for you. And I think a lot of teachers don't see the connection between, why do I need to teach all these new skills? But at the same time, when I ask teachers, how many of you feel like you're being properly compensated financially for the work that you're doing, almost no hand goes up.
No.
And the reason for that is, economies are in the tank, right? They don't see how, if we keep teaching the way that we're teaching, our economy is going to get worse over time, and you're not going to get paid more, right? That we're going to be struggling for a very long time. They need to see how this vision of where the fourth industrial revolution is going is going to be directly related to their benefit, even as a teacher, in terms of their salary, in terms of their times. And really, when it comes to technology, the key is, do you have the content that is aligned to the curriculum standards that saves teachers time? There's a lot of technology out there, but if we are not aligned to the curriculum standards, that teacher might as well go to YouTube. Right, honestly?
Well, the kids almost go to
YouTube
because let's bypass the teacher. If it's just a matter of watching a video, we might as well just
But here's the problem, right? You can watch all the YouTube videos you want and not learn a single thing because our brains are extremely efficient. If we're not pulling that knowledge out, and one of the things that Sugata Mitra was talking about in his self-organized learning environments is that it's about building that community again around the content. It has nothing to do with watching the video. You maybe show a short video, do blended learning, but spend your time in discussion. Spend your time asking the interesting questions. That is the key to memorizing, to learning, to growing. We grow as a community. You know, one of the reasons why MOOCs, like somebody asked me, well, why did MOOCs fail? And MOOCs failed because they thought that we're essentially creating a learning machine. An individual will learn all on their own, like some magical. That's not what learning is.
It's not what the learner wanted. That's interesting. I'm pleased you mentioned Sugata. He was our guest yesterday on our radio show. Fascinating man. Been following his work. I'm pleased you said self-organized learning. I'm absolutely completely on top of that.
Yeah.
Love it to bits. Use it in my creative workshops with radio broadcasting. Let kids learn from kids in small groups. Problem solving, all of those things that you've talked about.
When I interviewed Sugata yesterday, I always wondered, like, I don't get it. How are you going to teach people, like, use the internet when they can't even read, like pre-literate individuals?
Yes.
And one of the things he said to me was, you'd be surprised how many people are using video for learning. He's a huge advocate of, like, go and use the YouTube video, but then have those Socratic questions on there.
With a group of kids. It's the collaboration that makes the difference there. You're absolutely right.
And even when it comes to searching and finding, his recommendation is, no, use the voice recognition technology that's built into phones.
Yeah.
This person might not know what 7 times 5 is, but they can ask Siri what 7 times 5 is and get the answer.
Indeed.
Does it even matter now that I know how to multiply?
But I am absolutely with you on this. Why are you teaching anything where the answer is in Google, for goodness sake?
Exactly.
Why bother? The skill to teach is how to ask Google the right question and understand from a shed load of answers which one you're going to select and why. And that's why it's really interesting. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating to talk to you. Where can we connect with you? We're interested.
Absolutely.
What's the YouTube chat? Share that with us now.
So what I'd encourage you to do is visit the website NUITEQ, NUITEQ.com, or you can check me out on Twitter. I'm at DOCTORET, Dr. E.T. Yeah.
That's got to be worth something, isn't it? That's pretty good indeed. Dr. Edward C., thank you so much indeed. I have so enjoyed this. Very interesting, and I look forward to a tweet from you with your YouTube video alongside this broadcast. Fascinating stuff.
We'd love to. Thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping by. Really good.
It's my honor.
You're really good. Thank you.
Thank you.